Our final performer of the first half is somebody who's been a performer at Dodo for many years now. I'm very fond of Andy V.Frost as a friend as well as a poet. He is famously a Merton poet and a Merton biker, and he's, apart from liking all good music, cinema and live poetry, his passion is for motorcycles, any excuse to ride them. He was going to bring here tonight, just ride into the room, but the stairs are a bit tricky. But he says he's often been found at the side of the road on a motorbike, writing to the rhythm of his engine with a fly-peppered smile on his face. Fantastic image, if you just hold that in your minds as we introduce Andy V.Frost.
Thank you. Motorcycle poems will come in the second half. I've tried to mix it up today, and having said that, there is a hint of motorcycles in the first one, they just don't get mentioned directly in the poem. Hints.
Okay.
2003. I just got back from Chippenham. A relationship has gone very quickly from sweet to rancid and was very unpleasant. I had enough of this. I went off to Poets Anonymous one night on my bike in Croydon, and I met a poet there, and she wanted to ride on a bike. I wanted to talk poetry, and somewhere along the line we started becoming friends, and this is basically a story of that relationship across the 17 years. We started getting closer and closer. A new year on a new day awakens on new feelings and passions and dreams that I feel. This is spring, and I am reborn. Within a few months, we've fallen in love. And strangely enough, I'd stopped writing poems about her. There's a funny point that this came up. And I kept searching for a title, and eventually all I could come up with was Love Wrote This Poem. Gently, gently, gently mild. Quicker, harder, faster, wild. You, me, no pretense of symmetry, no touch of dignity, nor humility. We act as one in waves of sea and ebb and flow and touch and go, plunging deep, bottomless caverns, soaring high, multiple spasms. Is this love? Maybe just lust. But it doesn't matter, this is us and our story of the endless kiss, your dreams, my wish to grant you all the infinite ecstasies that are within my power to give. I have other reasons. But it's a good way to live and thrive, an excuse to be with. You, my only heart's desire, you bet I'm on fire for you. Only you, just feed me a cue. Anything will do to look you in the eyes and tell you true. I love you. Unfortunately, about a year later, we had a bit of a breakup, and I started having health problems. Surprisingly, we managed to stay together as good friends. We were both fond of poetry, although she tended not to come to many events. She didn't like the egos. We found ourselves at ballet and art exhibitions, and particular favourite opera. But yeah, incredibly good friends. And now, I'm going to say the next poem with a bit of a prayer and thought for those in Grenfell Tower. It will become apparent when I come for it. I worked in Croydon in the 80s, and it's kind of been the second home for me since then. And she actually lived in Croydon. And one night I'm on the internet and I see Reeves Corner alive. This was the night of the Croydon riots. Personal memory. Places I know are no longer home. I saw them in flames yesterday. a mixture of sadness, anger and pain, worried and scared for my friend, a wall of fire between her and her home, a war zone. Me, wall-to-wall life coverage and phone, trying to reach out, find her, guide her, wanting to hire a tank to go and get her so I could hold her and keep her safe from the madness. Hundreds were going through this, not just us, but I don't think I've ever felt so alone. Places I know are no longer whole. I saw them in ashes today. She was in London that night when I eventually got hold of her, and I told her to get a taxi home and I'd cover it, because Reeves Common was right between East Croydon and her home. The taxi kicked her out halfway through the journey from East Croydon, and apparently there had been a murder at the end of her road as well. It took her 5 hours to get home that night. She started becoming ill herself. We all do when we get that bit older, and we changed. Something just changed. It shouldn't have been this way. Perhaps we were asleep with our eyes open when the sea change came and swept us away from the we into ourselves. Acquaintances now, once friends. We sit in the silences where before our thoughts were audibly shared with smiles. No longer. My opinion unwelcome, my status demoted. We said goodbye in separate rooms. I almost left the hall. No hug, no warmth. I almost left the hall light on to spite her. Shouldn't have been this way, but it was. Somehow, and I can't finish like that, not on that bit anyway, somehow we managed to regain our friendship. We do still like each other's company. And I found myself at National Poetry Day event last year, writing from the letters in the box exercise. The theme was messages. And this came out, and it was that it was directed to. Postcard. Dear friend, September lays old on the meadow, leaving it awash in sepia, a rare, precious delight. I glide through cool reed pillars into a roofless ballroom, wishing you were here so we could waltz to the setting sun. A little story over 17 years. I'm going to use the second half of this. A Merton boy, Malden boy, end of the southern end of the Northern Line. When I'm not on my bike, and some place in London are difficult to get to, or I just drive up to Malden, park there, like I've done tonight, and get on the tube. But I've lived there all my life, and the Underground is a massive part of me, so this little set celebrates adventures on the Underground. The first off is Suburban Boy Blues. Going down, deep down, deeper, deeper, deeper down, escalator, underground, onto the tube for London town, somewhere in frowns. Some dressed in gowns, others look like clowns, all going to the same old place, that turgid hell called London town, banging, clanging, whistling sounds, noisy, rattling underground. What a truly awful sound, with humanity's tension bound, you tense out like a spring high wound. Do you really want the underground to get to that sewer called London town? Just like the colour of excreta. It's all turd brown, sewers run underground, so does crappy underground to reach that estimate hell called London town, and yet I love it all to bits, that noisy, smelly underground, that swamp of Satan, London town, because it's my very own city. I said that in a library once in front of children. Whoops.
Oh, they loved it.
Yeah. I think they twigged that the doors going. That black line running deep beneath London runs deep in me. Deeper than a line I could draw with my fingers on the filthy wooden sills of 38 stock before grandmother's or mother's slap would stop me in my tracks. Deeper than a Wandle, flying below and beside New Merton ball mills. My father worked there under the shadow of that ugly grey tower block, Collier's Wood. Deeper than the foundations, for the flyovers and roadworks of the North Circular at Staples Corner and the start of the M1 where my grandfather travelled to for so long via Edgware to repair the trench diggers and pile drivers that made them. Deeper than Screen 3 at the Piccadilly Plaza with a late night showing of a good new film to ice and cherry, a great date out around Soho and Leicester Square. Deeper than the poetry that I would travel into here, in Central or Northern, East End or West End before drinking long and deep into the night with like-minded friends. That black line running deep beneath London runs deep through me. Now, there's 9 little vignettes in this little lot, but I'm not going to read all of them. But just to finish off, these are some memoirs and thoughts of a somewhat reluctant underground user. I still prefer the bike. It does get hot and sweaty sometimes. And they're all true, maybe with a bit of poetic license, but they are all true. Boy, yes boy, I'm 54. I saw you pry your new Frost book bag wide open, remove that thick, sumptuous, weighty volume, open and devour every image and bit of text your eyes lit upon. You couldn't wait till you got home. Me, 6 feet away, wanted to look too, felt the urge to snatch it from your hands. Ah, my fellow sweater commuters across the aisle, and those on my side reflecting in the windows. You're all wired up, plugged in, zoned out, avoiding any possibility of interaction with your tribe. I want an app to short all of your devices. Your result in Richter smiles, a gift of freedom from a fellow human. Dear lady, it's been an unexpected pleasure to share, like banter in this bag of crisps with you. Just now though, I need you to bid farewell. Get off at the next stop and so I can concentrate on remembering the words for the poetry gig I'm going to. Yes. Now, just to finish off, this is my absolute favourite underground memory ever. 9 o'clock news. Not the 9 o'clock news. Jersey Shore, 1984, Big Brother, Edge of Darkness, Exorcist. Who'd have thought that playing strange charades at midnight on the last train home with a bunch of strangers could be such fun. Thank you, strangers. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Andy V.Frost, who's going to be rolling out the big motor in the second half for us. So we're going to take a 20-minute interval, refresh your glasses. Don't forget McMillan Nurses, books for sale. Any other questions, just ask us. We'll try and answer them. Thank you.